The Reserve Bank is ready to pull the trigger on interest rates. Hello everybody, it's Leith Van Osselon here, the unconventional economist, coming at you again with another macro breakdown, where today I want to talk about the latest Consumer Price Index inflation data released by the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Australia's Consumer Price Index inflation came in white hot in the first quarter of 2022. Headline inflation was its strongest since the GST was introduced in 2000, rising by 2.1% over the March quarter and by a whopping 5.1% year on year. This result smashed analysts' expectations of a 1.7% quarterly rise in CPI and a 4.6% rise year on year. Inflation across the Australian economy was broad-based, but was driven primarily by soaring petrol prices. Transport, that is petrol prices, soared a whopping 13.7% in the year to March 2022. However, strong price rises were also recorded across housing, which rose 6.7% year on year, mostly related to new dwelling construction, household furnishings, which rose 4.9% in the year to March, education, which rose by 4.7%, and food and beverages, which rose by 4.3% in the year to March 2022. Of most interest to the Reserve Bank of Australia, underlying consumer price index inflation was also way above the RBA's target. Underlying inflation, that is trimmed mean and the weighted median, excludes unusually large price movements in both directions of just a few of the subgroups and measures the breadth of price inflation across the Australian economy. Underlying inflation is the key indicator watched by the Reserve Bank of Australia. Underlying consumer price inflation came in at its highest level since 2008-2009 at 1.2% quarter on quarter and 3.5% year on year, which is well above the Reserve Bank of Australia's target of 2 to 3% inflation over the cycle. Based on these results, the Reserve Bank of Australia will certainly have its finger on the interest rate trigger. With the Consumer Price Index coming in so hot, the only thing stopping the Reserve Bank of Australia from lifting the official cash rate is Australian wages, which grew by only 2.3% in the 2021 calendar year. However, the March quarter wage price index will be released on 18th of May, and if it comes in solid, the RBA will likely lift the official cash rate at the June meeting, probably by 0.4%, taking the cash rate to 0.5%. The bottom line is that the days of record low interest rates in Australia are increasingly numbered. Anyway, that's the video for today. Just a very quick update on the latest Consumer Price Index inflation numbers. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching.